Hey everyone, and welcome back. You know how we love to do deep dives into interesting stuff? And today we're tackling something that seems super basic, but is actually way more complicated than you might think.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about greetings and introductions.
It's the first impression.
It really is. We're
Mhm.
taking English essentials, mastering basic greetings and introductions, which is aimed at beginners.
Right.
But honestly, even if you're like, I'm way past beginner English, there's some surprising stuff in here.
hmm
Like, you wouldn't believe how much culture and, like, unspoken rules are baked into just saying hello.
Absolutely. A hello in one culture can be totally different from a hello in another.
Right. And think about it. First impressions matter. Whether you're traveling, meeting new people, or even in a job interview.
Yeah, if you botch that first hello, it can be really tough to recover.
Okay, so let's start with the basics like hello, hi, good morning, all that jazz.
Classic greetings.
But I want to skip the super obvious stuff. Everyone knows that. Let's get into the nuances.
hmm
Like, when do you use good to see you versus long time no see? Those feel way different to me.
Totally. Good to see you is warmer, right? Like you've got that existing relationship and you're genuinely happy to see them again.
Exactly.
Whereas long time no see is kind of acknowledging that maybe it's been a while, there's been some distance.
Yeah. So it's not just about being polite. It's about picking the right greeting for your relationship with that person.
Exactly, like choosing the right tool for the job.
Speaking of tools, what about nonverbal greetings? Things like handshakes or bows.
Oh, that's a whole other world.
They can be so confusing.
Huge cultural differences there. Like, think about Japan. Bowing is everything.
I've heard.
The depth of the bow, how long you hold it, it all conveys meaning.
Like respect or formality. Okay.
Exactly. And if you're meeting a Japanese business partner for the first time and you totally bungle the bow,
Oh, it's over.
you've already made a bad impression.
So it's like you're saying hello with your body language before you even open your mouth.
Precisely.
Okay, so we've said our hellos. Now how do we actually introduce ourselves?
Right. Getting down to business.
Our source material, it lays out this formula. Greeting, your name, and then maybe some optional info.
The classic intro.
But that optional info part, that's where I always get tripped up. How much is too much? How do you know what to share?
Context is key.
Yeah, context. Makes sense.
Think about it. If you're at a party, you can be more casual. Hi, I'm your name, I love to cook.
Keep it light.
Exactly. But if you're in a job interview, you're going to be more professional. Good morning, I'm your name, I have 10 years of experience in marketing.
So it's like tailoring your intro to the situation.
Absolutely. Highlight the stuff that's relevant right now.
Makes sense. But what if you're just not comfortable sharing a ton of info right away? Like, some people are more private.
Totally. And that's okay. You can keep it brief, focus on your name and greeting. And then here's a tip.
Oh,
Instead of talking about yourself, ask the other person a question.
flip the script.
Exactly. Shows you're interested, takes the pressure off you.
Okay, that's a good one. Now we got to talk about the elephant in the room. How are you?
Oh, yeah.
This question, it's lost all meaning.
It's become a reflex, hasn't it?
We all just say fine, even if we're dying inside.
It's more of a social ritual than a genuine question in a lot of English-speaking cultures.
Exactly. But is there any way to break out of that, like, automatic response?
You can definitely tweak it. Instead of fine, try, I'm doing well, thanks, or it's been a busy day, but I'm good. Acknowledge the question, but steer away from a whole life story.
Keep it brief. I like it.
Keeps the conversation flowing without getting too personal too fast.
Okay, last thing I want to touch on. Eye contact and handshakes.
Oh, the nonverbal.
It feels like you can mess this up so easily.
So much potential for awkwardness.
Like, is a firm handshake good or bad? How much eye contact is too much?
It all depends on the culture.
Ugh, I figured.
Like, some cultures, strong eye contact is respectful. Other cultures, it's aggressive.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And handshakes, too. A firm grip might be good in the US, but in some Asian cultures, it's considered rude.
So how are you supposed to keep track of all this?
Do your research. If you know you're going to be interacting with people from a different culture, look it up beforehand.
No, that's smart.
And then, once you're there, pay attention. Watch how people interact with each other. You can learn a lot just from observing.
So it's not just about memorizing a bunch of rules. It's about being adaptable and, like, respectful.
Exactly. It's about showing that you're genuinely interested in connecting with someone on their terms.
I love that. And it makes me wonder, like, as the world changes and technology keeps evolving, how are greetings and introductions going to change?
Oh, that's a great question.
Are we going to have new digital greetings? Will emojis replace handshakes?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's definitely something to think about.
It is. So whether you're a beginner or you've been speaking English your whole life, hopefully this deep dive has shown you that there's way more to greetings and introductions than meets the eye.
It's a fascinating world once you start to look closer.
It really is.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe the way we say hello today will be totally different in the future.
Only time will tell.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and we'll see you next time.